Hi, I'm Jennifer Gunn,
I'm Mary Kay Robinson.
and we are so sorry that we cannot be in Orlando today to celebrate this wonderful occasion in honor of George Pope.
But we're here in Chicago, George, to toast you and say bravo. We are so proud of you. I've known George since I was 17 years old, studied with him in undergraduate school. I was rough around the edges, and he helped me tremendously with foundational work as well as a lot of refining, and very formative in ways more than just musical, as a person, about wellness, maturity, art in the bigger scheme of life, not just music. And he really opened my mind and my heart and my creativity in all kinds of new directions that I will forever be grateful for. So you were doing your master's work with George.
I was. I did 1 year of a master's degree at the University of Akron. When I met George, he gave me a lesson before the audition, and I remember instantly feeling what a warm, wonderful teacher he would be. But I was also intense and hyper-focused on what I had looked toward myself to know what I needed to fix in my playing, but I needed help to do it. And I asked him immediately in one of my first lessons as a student of his, my technique sucks. I need to work on etudes. And I think his face probably went, but he was very patient with me and said, yeah, I can work on etudes. I don't usually work on them every week with grad students, but I can do that if you want. And I said yes. And I brought him in my Anderson 15. Everybody loves Anderson 15, right? No. And I couldn't play it. I couldn't do it. And I won't forget this. He took the page of music and just turned it and said, I think you have a little baggage with this one. We're going to move on. And he introduced me to the altus etudes that everyone knows and loves, and he had them in duet form, which was very exciting for me because who doesn't love to play duets? I mean, we love playing duets. Everybody loves duets. And I got to do it every week with my teacher, and I would bring him in multiple etudes a week instead of just one.
Mm-hmm.
A wonderful experience to play with him every week, hear his sound, beautiful, gorgeous sound, and his musicianship, and taking those etudes from just what normally we think of as just black notes on a page and making music out of an etude, which was really special for me.
When you first started playing piccolo with me, you didn't own a piccolo.
I didn't own an instrument. Many of you know I play piccolo for a living, so that's a little surprising probably, but he was so gracious. He was wonderful at stocking the studio with lots of instruments that we all couldn't afford at the time, but he had wonderful school instruments to borrow. But he was very gracious with me and let me borrow his personal beautiful old Haynes piccolo, and it had an Eldred Spell head joint on it, which is what this is right here, and we've got matching piccolo babies here, but this Eldred Spell head joint, which I had never seen one before, never heard it, and I thought it was magical. And that audition, I actually won, and that little piccolo helped me do it. So thank you, George, because you helped my path start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. His involvement in the National Flute Association has been such a big core of who he is as a person and what he does and what he brings to this association, this organization. It's not just a great flutist and a great musician, but it's a mentorship, it's his musical tribe, it's his closest friends, and he shares it in networking and scholarship, and he shares it with all his students. I don't think there is anyone more deserving of this award, the highest award that the NFA has to offer, than you, George. Bravo.
Hear, hear.